What's up, style babes? Welcome back to my channel. It's Tiandra Oriana, and in today's video I'll be turning this wig from black to red without using bleach. So of course I'm using L'Oreal High Color in the shade red. This is the inside construction. It is not a full-on closure wig. It is a T-part closure wig. A T-part closure wig, like I said, literally a whole T, and they just have tracks on the outside. These companies be lying. Like the pictures, I had the pictures right there. It literally looks like it's a closure wig, but no. When you keep on scrolling, it's a T-part wig, and they add this little fake scalp in there, acting like it's doing something, but it's not. So as you see, I'm just ripping that out. Well, don't rip it out because you'll rip the wig up, but you know, take it out with like a seam ripper or something. So yeah, of course you need gloves, and I'm using the L'Oreal High Color, like I said, in the shade red. I used about 4 boxes of those, and that was for the first process. Yes, I bleached this, or I didn't bleach it, I processed this wig for about 2 times, okay? So this is the L'Oreal for developer. This is their cream developer. Make sure you get their developer, whether it's 20, 30, 40, get this developer, because the dye needs a certain consistency in order for it to work, because according to my last video, that's where I messed up at. So this is a color key. I don't know what the name of the company is, but it's a color key, and this helps get all the product out of these little tubes. Of course you don't need it. I honestly just got it like recently, so of course I was just cutting open the bottle and squeezing it out as much as I did, and this just really helps, you know, tackle that, and you're getting all of that dye out, because as y'all know, if y'all bought this dye before, wherever y'all go, it is very expensive. Like, it's a little cheaper at a beauty supply store, but if it's at Sally's, you're paying about $8 a bottle. So yeah, I gotta get my money's worth, okay? And boom, as you see, it got all that product out. Of course I'm gonna scrape that little piece in there, of course I am, but yeah, it really works. It got all the product out, but like I said, it is not mandatory. You do not have to get it. You could just squeeze it out, you know, regularly. I used to just cut open the back of it and then squeeze it out that way, but yeah, like I said, it's not mandatory. I just, you know, got it just to really get it, and I recently got it. So I'm gonna pour this for a developer in. I had like a little bit extra from like a last time I did this, and then I'm gonna use another bottle. Honestly, the reason why I think I had to do it twice is because it was a little too watery. Like, it needs to be like a certain like kind of thick consistency. So yeah, I didn't need to add in that whole bottle. Like, don't do that. Okay, so as you can see, that is a major difference. It's even brighter than what it was, and it's thicker than what the last batch was. The last batch was watery and it was all liquidy. This is like a thick, and I section the hair off. It honestly makes it so much easier and quicker for you to do. You really want to section off hair when you're dyeing or bleaching, because it just makes it easier on you, and you know, you're cutting down time, because while you're doing another section, whatever you did first, that's already processing. So, you know, the hair might bleach quicker in some sections, and then, yeah, I don't know, it just makes it easier for me, in my personal opinion. So yeah, I'm going to talk about what a T-part closure is. A T-part closure is literally what it is. They cut off basically all the closure, and it's literally just a T-part, so you can only do a middle part. You're limited to only doing that, because you could get away with doing like a little side part on a closure wig, but you can't do it with a T-part. And it ended up coming out really nice. Like, honestly, it looks like a regular closure wig, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. My client loved the way that it turned out, and yeah, I loved it. It was really cute. I would suggest it for people that aren't used to wearing wigs, or if this is their first time wearing wigs, because it is very low maintenance. Like, you don't have to do much to it, to be honest. So I did let that process for about 3 hours. That's another thing too. You need to let it sit on a little longer for it to get brighter. The longer you let it sit on, the brighter it gets. You know, don't go OD and like let it sit on for like 2 days. But yeah, I let that sit on for about 3 hours the first process. This is how it turned out when I washed and let it air dry. As you can see, it's red, but it is really dark. That's not the color that she wanted, so I did have to go in again and dye the hair a second time. I used the same amount of boxes, 4 boxes in the shade red for a developer. I just made sure that the consistency was a little thicker. I'm sorry I didn't film that, but I do have like 2 other videos of me being really like detailed about it, so I will link those down below or above. And this is how it turned out the second process. It looks super good and very vibrant. My client loved it. Like I said, I have a more detailed video of me like, you know, going really in depth with it. I have 2 different videos of me doing that, so I will leave it down below. This was a really short little tutorial, honestly, because I was rushing, so I forgot about filming because I was rushing to make sure the hair got done. And this is how it looked on my client. She looked super cute and she loved it. And I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new here, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye, style babes.